Hello everyone, this is Quantum here and you're welcome to this series where we are going to explore open source projects one video at a time every Saturday. And if you're unfamiliar with open source projects and you want to know what actually open source projects are and you just want to get a quick overview on them, then I'll be putting down some of my recommended links in the I button which you can see on the top. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe it and also press the bell icon so that you get the notifications to my latest videos. So let's get started. Okay, I'll be starting the Chrome browser first and we'll be going to our GitHub so that we can find some of the trending repositories. We'll go to the Explore tab which you can see here, and from Explore we can see that there's this trending section where you can see some of the repositories who are trending on GitHub. So let's start with the first one itself, which says the NocoDB, and it has received 1358 stars today itself. And as you can see, the most majorly used language to vote this out was Vue. And if you are unsure what Vue is, we'll be creating video on that, but you can find out some of the related videos related to Vue.js framework. So it's all upon you. Next, let's load the page for NocoDB. So let's go to the README first. You can see that the open source Airtable alternative. So if you are unfamiliar with what Airtable is, then I would recommend just go to their website and check it out. It's like your SaaS based database where you can create models for your data which you can store and collect from different sources and iterate on. Okay, so next the tagline says turns any MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, SQLite and MariaDB into a smart spreadsheet. Okay, cool. So next we have a quick try button where you can directly deploy an Heroku, or you can deploy it using the Docker, npm or using Git. Then you can access the GUI over the localhost. Okay, that's something pretty standard. They have a community on Discord, and also they're showing up some of the screenshots. Okay, so rich spreadsheet on any data. So basically what they're trying to do is if you have any experience with Airtable, then you might know that what Airtable actually does. It lets you arrange your data in the spreadsheet format, from where you can use it in your any backend where you can access the data from it and do any processing over that data, and whenever you want to view or visualize that data, you will be able to see it in a spreadsheet form through Airtable's UI. So this NocoDB is actually they're trying to solve this problem by creating an open source version of an open source alternative to the Airtable, right? Where they actually ingest the data from MySQL, your PostgreSQL, your MariaDB, and like other databases which were noted down in the tagline. Then they also have built workflow automations with App Store. So they have an included App Store from where you can install some of the recommended workflows. So basically, if you have ever used Airtable, you would know that for your data you can create your workflows. So like whenever some data comes in, you can fire up an email, or you can alertify someone, or you have some like a CRM portal where any new customer comes in, you can send him an email directly. So these are some of the pretty standard automations which you can build through workflows. So they do have support for this through their App Store. Next, they allow you to collaborate just like in spreadsheets, and they have like share views with password protection, track progress like a pro with Kanban view. So Kanban is just like a project management dashboard where you can manage your project events and all the other stuff. We'll be looking into some of them in the future. Never miss an event with calendar view. So okay, so they have a calendar view too. Okay, they have some of the mobile apps coming soon, like they'll be launching one for Android and iOS. So be tuned to it. Customize pages and drag and drop designer. This is something really cool, I would say. Then they provide of course they provide some of the APIs so that you can integrate using your backend or any of the applications which are building on top of this NocoDB. so REST APIs or through GraphQL APIs. Then they also allow you to build integrations with Zapier using the API token. So again, if you are not familiar with what Zapier is, it's an automation platform where you can build workflows directly through their SaaS product, and you can just look out on the website regarding what actually they do. And if you want to try out Zapier, then you're free to do it. Like, just go to the website and check out what they provide. Next, again, they have these features which we have already seen in the screenshot mostly. So they have search, sort, filter, hide columns with uber ease, and role-based controls. So you can have different roles customized, like custom roles, owner, creator, editor, etc. They provide you integration with email, SMS through Twilio, WhatsApp, any third-party APIs, and they also allow you to integrate with the chat servers, say Microsoft Teams, Slack, Discord, or Mattermost. Then you have your APIs, which can be used through API tokens with Zapier, or REST APIs, and then GraphQL APIs. Okay, they have provided some of the steps for the production setup, but we are not going to look actually into the setup part as of this series, because these projects are ever evolving and they keep on changing. So if I create some video regarding the setup for one, then we'll need to keep updating for the later version. So if you guys need any setup related videos, then do comment, and if there are many people who need a video on the setup for this, then I'll be creating one for them. So now they have the mission kind of thing, like why we are building this and their mission. So the mission is most internet businesses equip themselves with an either spreadsheet or a database to solve their business needs. Spreadsheets are used by 1 billion plus human collaboratively every single day. Okay, so again, yes, so you can read here, if you are trying to solve these spreadsheet problems with some SaaS offerings, then you will have problems related to access controls, vendor lock-in, data lock-in, abrupt price changes, and the glass ceiling on what's possible in the future, right? So basically what they're trying to say is, if you are using some of the paid SaaS products like Airtable or any of the one, I'm not criticizing Airtable here. So any product which you use, so they'll be limiting some of the possibilities which you can do more with their project, which is an open source and it's an ever evolving project. Next, they have a mission, whereas our mission is to provide the most powerful no-code interface for databases, which is open source to every single internet business in the world. Okay, so their mission is to build something no-code platforms for the databases of different kinds, so that you can process your data, add workflows to them, and they are doing it open source so that it is accessible to every single person or every single business on the internet. Okay, so they do have some of the contributors here, and I think we'll not look into that. Let's come to the code view where we'll see the directory structures and something. Okay, so before that we can see what are the languages they have used. So again, as we seen on the home screen, we saw that Vue was the most used language here. So Vue.js framework actually, so which is about 45% of the files. Then you have TypeScript, you have JavaScript, and then you have PL, PG, SQL, then you have HTML, CSS, and some of the other languages. Okay, then next is used by. So this product is actually used by NocoDB Lyrate, NocoDB Seed, and then they have their website too. So let's just check that out. Okay, so they have listed out the same things again, like an open source Airtable alternative. They're also featured on Product Hunt at 485 rank, and they allow directly integration with Heroku, supported databases. Okay, let's just scroll. Don't trust our word, trust theirs. So they have some of the reviews, like founder and CEO of Servir, Vessel Rekivenko, and then you have Angio Sutanto, founder CEO of Lyrate. Next is how it works. So I'll not be playing this video out here. You can just visit this site, which is NocoDB. I'll be putting this link in the description below, where you can just come up to the site, and if you feel like this product is something which is for you, then do try it. Okay, I think we have seen pretty much of it. Let's just dive into the code part. So as you can see, this is a pretty standard Node.js, or you can say the NPM project structuring, where you have a package.json and you have all your code files here, your ESLint RC, basically your configuration files. So let's just see the package.json. You can see like there are some of the scripts. So basically this is the root folder. So what we can think of is like they're using a monorepo architecture here. So what monorepos are, like again, I will be uploading a video on this soon, where we'll be discussing all of these things related to Node.js projects and JavaScript projects in a single video. So keep eye on that. So we'll be uploading that soon. Next, they have the contributing backers. Like if you want to contribute to this project, just come up here and see their contributing.md, and you'll find this resource that in /contribute. Okay, so here they have like how do you contribute to their code. Next up, they have their packages folder, inside which you actually have the code for this complete application. The very first is like NC-CLI. Again, this is a sub JavaScript project again, as you can see, or you can say a JavaScript module, because they have a package.json here. Like you don't need to worry about like how the structuring is working or not. Like we are just exploring how they have structured the code and what are the components which they have. So they have an NC common module where they have got their common library functions. Then they have a NC GUI. So basically this is an Electron based web application. So if you want some overview on what Electron.js is, and like you want to learn how to build some apps, desktop apps, basically cross-platform desktop apps using Electron.js, then do comment. We'll create a video on that for sure. And next I have a libGUI again. So here they have the libraries for the GUI, migrator, archive, plugins. So they have an NC plugin template. So basically this is the plugin template you can use to create plugins for this NocoDB platform. And basically they're following the pluggable architecture, where people can create their own plugins or install their own plugins for different features or adding new features without actually changing the core application. So next they have the NocoDB package itself, where they have all the code related to NocoDB. Okay, so I think we'll end up this video here, and before that we can just check out their insights, where you can see about like there are currently 8 active pull requests, 33 active issues, and they are launching NocoDB 0.9, and it's actually published maybe. And then they have their network. So you can see like these are the owners who have different projects which they are using as the dependencies, or they're like forking the projects here. So like these are some pretty good features provided by GitHub to explore these projects. And then you have a dependency graph, where you can see like what are the dependencies they are actually using, and if you need some insight on, or you need to do some analytics on like these projects, where what dependencies are using, right? So you can do that from here. Then there we have code frequency. So you can see that like on a single day they had around 300k. Okay, I think this is something really irrelevant here. Then they have commits. You can see their commit pattern, which is like on Thursday they got like 14 commits, Friday they got 9. So basically this is something like a side project of some person who is like not actively maintaining it, but he's doing it as a side project, where whenever they get time, so they are able to like add in the pull requests. and you have the contributors who are like actively working on this project. Okay, let's come back to the code tab, and as you can see, like in the last 24 hours these 328 commits were published. Okay, so now the current version is the version which they are using for Node.js is like 10.13.0, and the license which they have applied is the AGPL 3.0 license, which you can see allows for these permissions like commercial use, modification, distribution, patent use, and private use. The limitations are they do not provide you warranty or reliability, and these are these conditions like the license and copyright notice should always be present if you are using this code or any in your project itself, or you are using this NocoDB in sites like bundling up in some of the project. And then you have state changes. You'll need to provide a changes.md or a changes.txt file where you list what all changes you have applied to this project if you are reusing the code. And then you have a disclosure or disclose source. Then also you'll need to disclose the source. Then you have network use in distribution, and same license has to be applied. If you are not familiar with what these open source licenses mean, so as I said in the starting of the video, I have put down some links, so you can just go watch them. We have covered all the stuff related to this there, and you can read all the license. It's not really needed here. Okay, so let's end this video here, and again I would say if you haven't subscribed our channel yet, then please do subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you keep notified with the new videos which will be coming every Saturday for this exploration videos. And on every Sunday we will be uploading some of the tutorial videos regarding some of the various topics related to the software development and architectural designs. And also in future, if our viewers request, then we'll be doing some case studies and breakdowns of some of the architectures of different companies and like how they're building stuff, what tech stack are they using. So if you are someone who is looking forward to these videos in the future and want to keep updated, then please do consider subscribing. Thank you.